Amazon changes prices 2.5 million times a day, and in July, that algorithm is working overtime. July 2026 is the single most important shopping month of the entire year, and it's not even close. Amazon Prime Day lands mid-month with the deepest online discounts outside of Black Friday. 4th of July sales clear out summer inventory at 30 to 50% off, and back-to-school shopping kicks off with early bird pricing that disappears by August. But hidden inside this chaos are some of the worst deals of the year too. New smartphone launches are weeks away, making current prices a trap. Winter clothing sits at full markup with no reason to buy, and new car models are arriving, but the real discounts won't hit until September. This is your data-backed guide to July 2026. Every dollar you spend this month, and every dollar you don't, starts here. Amazon Prime Day is the crown jewel of July shopping, and the 2026 event is expected mid-July based on Amazon's 3-year pattern. Last year, Prime Day generated $14.2 billion in sales across 48 hours. The discounts are real, but only on specific categories. Electronics lead the pack. Laptops see 20 to 35% discounts, with $1,000 machines dropping to $650 to $800. Tablets, especially Fire tablets, hit their absolute lowest prices of the year, often 40 to 50% off. Smart home devices like Echo speakers and Ring doorbells drop 30 to 45%. Headphones from Sony, Bose, and Apple see $50 to $100 off their regular prices. The insider strategy is to set up price alerts on Camel 2 weeks before Prime Day. Amazon inflates some prices in the weeks before the event to make discounts look larger. Camel shows you the real price history. The 4th of July is Christmas for outdoor shopping. Every major retailer runs aggressive clearance on grills, outdoor furniture, patio sets, and summer appliances. Home Depot and Lowe's lead with 25 to 40% off grills from Weber, Traeger, and Char-Broil. A $599 Weber Genesis drops to $399 to $449 during the July 4th weekend. Patio furniture sees even steeper discounts, 30 to 50% off, as retailers make room for fall inventory. But the hidden gem is major appliances. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, and dishwashers get promotional pricing during the 4th of July weekend. Samsung, LG, and Whirlpool offer $200 to $500 off flagship models. Mattresses follow the same pattern. Brands like Tempur-Pedic and Purple run their best mid-year promotions during Independence Day sales, with discounts of 20 to 30%. By mid-July, retailers are panicking about unsold summer inventory. Swimwear, sandals, shorts, and summer dresses start their clearance cycle at 30 to 50% off. This is the opposite of what we told you in June, when summer clothing was at peak pricing. The shift happens fast. After July 4th, demand drops sharply because consumers mentally shift to fall. But inventory levels are still high. That gap between supply and demand is where the savings live. Department stores like Nordstrom and Macy's run mid-season clearance events in the 3rd week of July. Old Navy, Gap, and H&M follow with 40 to 60% off summer collections. The smartest play is buying swimwear and summer basics for next year at half price. A $65 swimsuit drops to $30 to $40, and styles are largely interchangeable year to year. Back-to-school shopping is a $40 billion industry, and July is when the early bird deals land. Retailers front-load their promotions to capture organized parents before the August rush. Laptops get a second discount wave on top of Prime Day. Best Buy, Walmart, and Costco run student-specific bundles with bonus accessories. A $599 Chromebook with $150 in bundled extras effectively costs $449. School supplies hit their lowest prices in late July during state tax-free weekends. 21 states now offer back-to-school tax-free shopping periods, saving 5 to 10% on qualifying items. Backpacks from JanSport, North Face, and Herschel see promotional pricing of 20 to 30% off in July. By mid-August, the same backpacks return to full price. The data is clear. Buying school supplies in July saves 15 to 25% compared to the August rush. July is the single worst month to buy a new smartphone. Apple's iPhone 18 launch is expected in September, and Samsung's Galaxy S27 drops in early 2027. Every July, the current generation phones sit at their highest prices before the next model announcement triggers automatic markdowns. A $999 iPhone 17 in July becomes $799 to $849 the week the iPhone 18 is announced. That's $150 to $200 in savings for 8 weeks of patience. The same pattern applies to Samsung, Google Pixel, and OnePlus devices. Carriers amplify the discounts with trade-in promotions and buy one get one deals timed to new launches. If your current phone works, July is the month to wait. The upgrade cycle rewards patience with predictable, significant savings. Winter coats, boots, and cold weather gear are sitting at full price in July, and there's zero incentive for retailers to discount. The real clearance window opens in late February and March, when stores clear unsold winter inventory at 50 to 70% off. Buying winter gear in July means paying the absolute maximum. New cars are also a skip this month. Dealerships are receiving 2027 model year vehicles, but they won't discount 2026 inventory aggressively until August and September. The best new car deals historically land during Labor Day weekend sales events and the last 2 weeks of December when dealers push to hit annual quotas. A $35,000 sedan can see $2,000 to $4,000 in additional incentives during year-end clearance compared to July pricing. July is peak travel season, and prices reflect it. Domestic flights average $380 to $450 round trip, compared to $260 to $310 during shoulder season months like September and October. That's a 30 to 45% premium for the same routes. Hotels are even worse. Summer rates at popular destinations run 25 to 40% above off-season pricing. A $150 per night hotel room in September costs $200 to $210 in July. The math is brutal for families. If your dates are flexible, September and October offer identical weather in most U.S. destinations with dramatically lower prices. If July travel is locked in, book at least 8 weeks in advance and use Google Flights price tracking to catch any fare drops. Bonus round. 3 categories most people overlook in July. First, air conditioners and fans. Midsummer is when retailers compete hardest on cooling products. Window AC units and portable fans see 15 to 25% discounts as brands fight for market share during peak demand. Counterintuitive, but the data backs it up. Second, indoor furniture. July is traditionally slow for furniture because consumers focus on outdoor living. That means indoor sofas, dining tables, and bedroom sets sit at promotional pricing of 10 to 20% off. Third, jewelry. The post-wedding season lull in July means jewelers offer 15 to 30% discounts to maintain sales volume. Engagement rings and fine jewelry are negotiable in July when foot traffic drops. That's your complete July 2026 buying playbook. Are you hunting Prime Day electronics or stocking up on summer clearance for next year? Drop your strategy in the comments. And if you want next month's guide the moment it drops, subscribe and hit the bell. Smart shopping isn't